Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you've been well. This month is September when I'm releasing this video. Hopefully you're on the notification squad. If not, man, get subscribed, get on the notification squad because it's rad. If you're watching this video shortly after it was released, it's September. September is like National Preparedness Month, or maybe it's global? I don't know, I think it's national. Anyway, it's Preparedness Month, so a lot of companies out there are kind of trying to raise awareness on preparedness. Some are offering special courses, some are offering special sales, yada, yada, yada. It's cool because ironically, just less than a month ago, I did a video on Are You Prepared? So it kind of coincides nicely with some of the videos that I'll be doing this week. This one is from BioLite. It's not, they didn't pay me to make this video or anything, but they did send me one of their kits that's gonna be on sale. I'll link to everything I talked to down below. Some of those links will save you money. Some of them are affiliate links. Either case, I always appreciate you using my links. But we're gonna talk about the kit, kind of. You may know of BioLite from, it's probably their most popular product, this. It's a camp stove. It's like a gasifier type stove that burns small twigs and whatnot, and then has this weird looking thing on the side of it over here. Sorry, I'm a little overexposed right now. This thing is orange. Anyway, what it is it's like a thermocoupler thing, so it uses the heat from the fire to charge a battery in here, and with that battery, it propels a fan, so it introduces gas and makes the fire burn really hot. So you can boil water with this kettle or any other pot really quick, and you can also do stuff like charge your cell phone. So a really incredible survival stove, but also just a good general stove. This thing does pull off and goes inside, and it gets a little more compact. This is the kettle you can also get that is designed to work perfectly with the BioLite, though you can also use other pots and stuff with this. This is the camp stove too. They have several camp stoves, and that's probably how you know about BioLite. Maybe you know about them because I bought that, and I bought the fire pit. BioLite makes a fire pit. It's a cool one. Also introduces air into your fire to make it burn really efficiently and also reduce the smoke. I've used that in a couple videos. So they have some really cool products. Those aren't really what their preparedness month sales are for, but they might be on sale. Anyways, really cool stove worth looking into. I actually used it quite a bit, as well as a bunch of other stoves I have doing this Mountain House. I spent a week where I ate 21 meals of Mountain House, so 3 meals a day, pure Mountain House. In that video, I tried to add a little bit of entertainment or just make it a little more interesting by using a variety of kind of my survival stoves. So I've used a bunch of these. I will be doing the Mountain House video soon. It's done. I just have to film an intro and outro for it. Look for that in the coming weeks. And then as a follow-up video to that video, I'm gonna be talking about stoves. So I'll be talking about the BioLite stove and some other stoves in another upcoming video. So yeah, all that to say, BioLite already made some cool products. I saw a couple of their other products at Outdoor Retailer, which is where I kind of got connected with them and asked them a bunch of questions. They got this kit out to me. This is a headlamp, but the kit's on the table in front of me. We're gonna get into the kit. So BioLite for Preparedness Month is selling some kits at a discounted rate. A kit is what it sounds like, where they take multiple of their products and throw it into a kit and give you a discounted price. I have like the family kit, which has 2 of a bunch of stuff, and then this big other thing that, again, I'll get into in a second. So I'm gonna kind of briefly cover the products that are in these kits. You could get this kit, or you could get several smaller kits. There's a handful of them out there. Again, click the link, you can check them out. They're on sale all month. So anyways, thanks BioLite for sending this stuff out, and let's get into some of them. Okay, we got kind of a mess on the table right now. Forgive me, but let's get into some of this stuff in no particular order. This is the BioLite headlamp. This is the 330, I believe, 340 lumen. I don't have the specs in front of me. I probably should, but I've used all this stuff, so I have a general idea of how they function. If you want the specs specifically, again, click those links below. This is a headlamp. They have two. This is the bigger, more powerful of the BioLite headlamps that they have right now. Has the battery pack, which is rechargeable with micro USB. Unfortunately, I wish these things moved to USB-C, but we got a micro USB port in the back, as well as a battery status LED. We got 4 dots here that will tell you how charged you are. This little cover goes back on it. So this is one where the battery pack goes in the back and the headlamp obviously is in the front. It is very comfortable though. They've done really good work at reducing all of kind of the seams and the pressure points. So this is a very comfortable headlamp. And the front profile is very minimal. I'm kind of split on whether I like the bulk kind of all in the front and nothing in the back, or if I like it split like this. Typically split like this gives a little more balance, but then you do kind of have two semi-chunky portions. Anyway, I really like this headlamp. It's pretty neat. Let's get in here, see what kind of focus we got. So on the front here, it is angle adjustable like that, kind of has clicks into these different settings. And then at the top is this little button here. It's protected kind of by this little ledge so you don't accidentally turn it on. But you click it on and it'll come to your previous mode. Oops, looks like I had it on the flash mode. So we'll just turn it to this. It comes to your previous mode that you had it on at the previous brightness that you had it on. So it has that memory function. And then if you turn it on and you press the button within like 1 second, you can cycle through the different modes. I believe there's 5 of them. So it has like a flood, a spot, combo, flash, and then it has a red light as well. So everything you'd expect from a headlamp that you're looking for probably. I love when headlamps have the red mode because it doesn't kill your night vision. So it's a great mode to use at night where you still want to be able to turn the headlamp off and still be able to see in the dark pretty well. From any mode, you can long press it and it'll cycle through how bright it is. So kind of an infinitely variable. It'll click at the bottom or it'll flash at the bottom and then you hold it and then it'll flash again once it gets to the top bright mode. You can stop at any given time once you find the brightness mode that you want. So pretty standard functions, pretty intuitive. Great headlamp, really. This isn't a review of the headlamp, but this is one of 2. You'll get 2 of these in this family kit. So the headlamp, really great piece of kit. It does come with this. It's a bag that essentially turns your headlamp into a lantern. It has these little straps in here. So you turn on your headlamp, you put it in here, and it gives you basically a lantern. And also just a bag that you can store your headlamp. Maybe you want to store your other lantern or whatever you want to do. Bag that kind of doubles as a diffuser for turning your headlamp into a pseudo lantern. Kind of a nice little touch there. Then it comes with these, which I really actually like a lot, more than I thought I would. I have a Goal Zero one that's similar in function to this, has a little solar panel. I like it a lot. I like this a lot. I don't know if I like it more or not. I kind of do because it's a little bit smaller footprint overall and kind of has some cool functionality. So it's got this little metal arm kind of thing that acts as a stand. So you can use it as a stand when it's in lantern mode, obviously, but it does go around this way. So that way you can get it. This is a solar panel. You can angle it into the right angle to get best sun. For those that know much about solar panels, angle to the sun really affects how much charge you're gonna get. So if you can angle it directly at the sun, you get really, really good charge. So this kind of infinitely adjustable stand allows you to dial in that perfect angle that you want for the sun. So it's a nice little touch. Also, it's hard to see. I don't have a macro lens on, but it has this really small hook. This is nice, but it is really small. So if you're trying to hook it like a standard hook over something larger, this hook ain't gonna do it for you. But if you need to hook it on something small, for instance, the ledge of this guy, you can. Or if you have a small string or something, you can. So hook it on and then you can adjust the angle as need be. So this is obviously chargeable with the sun, or it has a micro USB charge port here as well. Same deal with the headlamp. You can hold it and it will get brighter or dimmer. It goes really slow. I wish the speed at which it got dim or bright was faster. Anyways, we went all the way dim here. If we hold it again, it'll go all the way and it'll flash once we get to max brightness. Takes a little while. Anyway, kind of the variable brightness setting again. Let me turn it back down a little bit. And then if you click it quickly, that green flashing light, I'll just talk about it while it's there, gives you the status, the battery status. So right after you turn it off, it'll flash. If it's green, it's full. If it's yellow, it's dying. If it's red, it's pretty much dead. So that's kind of a nice feature. Maybe a little bit annoying, but also really handy to always let you know how much battery you have. Also, it'll flash every like 10 seconds when it's getting solar charged. So if it's flashing yellow, that means it's charging, but it's not full yet. And then when it flashes green, that means, hey, it's still getting sun and it's letting you know it's full charge, so it's good to go. Again, full specs, all that stuff. If you're looking for lumens, charge time, check that out on the website in the link below. Okay, so it has multiple modes, which is really cool. I like this. So if you click it and you click it again, you'll get to different modes. This has, it doesn't really look red on camera, I'm not sure, but this is very red. It's just a standard red lamp, just like with the headlight. Doesn't kill your night vision. Very nice. I love when lights, especially camping lights, have this mode. So one more time, when we turn it back on, we can cycle through the different modes. That was red. This is like your variable, I think they call it like party mode or something. It'll slowly cycle. It's like a RGB LEDs in here, so it'll slowly cycle through the rainbow. So this is kind of a fun mode if you just kind of want it for an ambient glow or something like that, or just some accent lighting. It does have that feature as well. Anyway, very small little lantern, nice diffused light. I love things that are solar. I actually just stick this up in my windshield when I'm headed to camp or whatever, so I can make sure it's topped off, getting charged by the sun as I drive. So you get 2 of these as well, and this is great for preparedness because there's no batteries to change. You don't need a bunch of AA's around or anything. You just recharge it with the sun. And for the size of the light, it's a very big panel. And then before I get into the big thing, you also will get a LifeStraw. You probably already know what a LifeStraw is. You actually get 2 of them. They'll come in a bag. I took one out for you. 2 LifeStraws. This end goes in your mouth. This end goes in the dirty water. Have you guys seen Idiocracy where they're like, this end goes in your ear and this end goes in your butt? Well, wait, no, this end goes in your butt. Anyway, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you probably think I'm weird. If you've watched Idiocracy, you're probably laughing right now. Worth watching, great movie. So anyways, this has a little mouthpiece cover. That goes here, has a little filter cover. You stick this into a stream or a pond or a water bottle that has dirty water in it, and you can drink filtered water without dying or having massive case of diarrhea. This is a little lanyard. You can pop that right off though if you prefer to not have the lanyard. Anyway, double LifeStraws. You can also get the LifeStraw family. I like that better, but it's bigger. This one you basically have to drink as you go. You can't filter water into other bottles really, unless you want to, suck it through and then spit it out into a bottle and have all this backwash kind of stuff. The LifeStraw family is a bigger water filter. I don't have one in front of me right now, but you can essentially dump water into the top of it and then it'll drain out and you can fill up water bottles that way. So this is kind of a really compact, take it and go survival item, but the family I would say is a better, like a group item overall. So then we have the SolarHome 620, which is this guy right here. And actually, so this kit with the 2 LifeStraws is called the Prep Kit Apartment. The Prep Kit family comes with the bigger LifeStraw water filter that I was talking about earlier. I just checked that on the good old internet. Anyway, this is the SolarHome 620. You're like, what is that weird looking thing? And why is it called a SolarHome? Well, it's called a SolarHome. The solar portion is this solar panel here. This is a 6-watt solar panel, and it's a 20 watt hour battery in this guy. So this charges the battery in this, and this is kind of the control hub for a series of lights. So this itself has a light. You can see. I have a super bright light over here, so this light doesn't look very bright, but it's pretty bright. And it has 3 different brightness modes on the light itself and some plugs in the back. So this plug is for the solar panel, and then it has 2 light plugs. but it has 3 lights. These lights are daisy chainable with this little guy right here. So this will plug into this, and then you can plug another light into this. So that way they can extend out and form a series basically. This thing also has a radio. I'm not gonna play anything because copyright. Little speaker here. Has an illuminated dash that'll show you kind of the battery status level, the charge level. If you're on the radio mode, it'll show you the stations that you can seek and pause. You can put in a little micro SD card to use as a little MP3 player, and it'll show the date and time and all that stuff. Anyway, this takes energy from the sun, puts it into a battery here that can power the radio. The lights also has some USB plugs on the side, so you can charge anything that you can charge with a USB, cell phones and stuff. Obviously, you can charge this thing via a wall socket as well if you just want to keep it charged, or if you have access to AC power and you don't want to just rely on the solar panel. So kind of a neat little device. Has a little tray in here that you can put stuff into. And then each of these lights, I'll connect one here. And these lights have really long cables, as you can see. They're all twisty tied up right now, but at one end will be a plug. You plug it in, and then this light here will have power and its own individual switch with 3 brightness settings on the light as well. It's a nice big light. You can hang it, has some hooks. This hook also is kind of neat. So then this will hang down normally, or with this little hook guy, you can hook it on to this, and then it'll hang, and then you can change the angle of it based on how this hook is kind of oriented and how much slack you give it there in the line. So these you can hang up. So if we want to plug in another light, again, we can plug it into the main here, or we can daisy chain it off of this one. So then we have 2 lights. They are separately controlled with the switches. So that one is turning on this light only, or this one will control this light. One doesn't have to be on in order for the other one to be on or anything like that. And they can both be on, obviously, at whatever brightness you want. So those are nice. These 2 are the standard lights. It does come with one other light that is a motion activated light. So you could hang this somewhere that obviously you want a motion activated light to just give you a short burst of light to get somewhere before you can reach the switches or whatever like that. So 3 lights, but really 4 lights if you include the light on the base station. Charge your cell phones over here and charge the device. It does have this thing hanging out the back if you're wondering what that is. Haven't seen one in a while. That's a radio antenna. And you may think, this is the 21st century, why do we want the radio? Well, because the radio is a way to get information. So in some type of natural disaster, your power goes out, chances are wherever the radio is coming from, well, not chances are, but there may be power at the radio station. A lot of them have backup generators and whatnot. So if you need your news source, this will get you with the radio. It's kind of geared as a multi-use product. They say, you know, vans and RVs and stuff like that. It's a little bit of a weird product to use in a mobile vehicle, I think. Maybe like an RV or something that you have permanently set up where you can kind of permanently mount this on the wall. Obviously might be a good choice. The other use of this is maybe to put in a shed or a carport or a garage, somewhere that might not have power, or somewhere that you might just want some easy lights and a radio to listen to. So good to have it set up in a shed or something, or maybe in your garage where if the power goes out, you can go in there to get your information or charge your devices. Also, you could just leave it in a box and get it out in the case of an emergency if you want to go that route as well. So all of this stuff, especially these nifty little lanterns and the headlamps, have great multi-purpose uses for camping, overlanding, that kind of stuff. But since the topic of the video is kind of preparedness, they have real great preparedness uses as well. This, you know, the headlamp is not solar charged, but you can charge it with this guy, which can be charged from the sun. So they all kind of work together nicely. So we're talking end of the world disasters, or, you know, if you're watching this near to the release, hurricane type stuff, natural disasters. There's a lot of things out there, even in America, that will kill your power for a while. So having a nice little backup like this will come in super handy. Okay guys, I think that's it for this video. As always, if you have questions, leave them down below. If you have questions relevant to these products, I'll try my best to answer them. I always appreciate general questions. They could be completely off topic because a lot of the videos I make are answers to questions. You guys, if you're regulars, you probably get tired of hearing that, but I always like questions. Also, just comments. Comments are always good for the algorithm and such. Hit that thumbs up button. Get subscribed to the channel if you're not. And don't worry, people have been asking me like, when are you gonna do your weekend? When are you gonna do another Weekenderlander video? Blah, blah, blah. I'm going out tomorrow. I don't know when you're watching this, but as I'm filming this, I'm going out tomorrow. So there will be a new Weekenderlander video soon. And there's actually, for you gun guys, I'm gonna be doing a precision rifle video this month as well. Probably a couple videos in that with Mike Glover from Fieldcraft Survival. So stay tuned for lots of exciting stuff. Thanks for watching. Take care.